Ahoj, vítejte v Nedamově na třetím závodu oblastního žebříčku Středočeské oblasti. Je to tady v Dubé, což je blízko Doksů, to je taková pískovcová oblast, strmé údolí, pískovcové skály, takže to bude v tomhle smyslu zajímavé, protože se bude taková jemná mapařinka, jak se říká, tak to jsem na to zvědav. Doufám, že se mi to povede. Testuju GoPro Hero 12 taky. Jsem zvědav, co z toho vyleze, jestli to bude lepší než to DJI Action 5. Užijte si závod.
Is located in the sandstone region near Český Ráj, or in Český Ráj, let's say. It's somewhat beginning of this area, let's say. So to the first control, as you can see, fairly easy. There are lots of paths. So basically the strategy was to run along the paths and then around this fence area, and from there to the control. And this strategy worked perfectly. I had no issues finding the control. So if you want, you can skip to control number 1 or just speed it up. Now, from control number 1 to control number 2, basically I took the bearing, but I knew that there is this path and that there is this tree trunk fallen, or the rest of it somewhere on this smaller path, so generally very easy control because it's right next to the path. So I had almost no issues identifying the control. I was little bit unsure around this point because there is this fallen tree, small fallen tree, which was covering the view to the smaller path here. So that's why I was stopping a little bit, and yeah, here is my control. So this was very easy. To control number 3, I think I didn't even consider going straight. I told myself it's much more easier to go along the paths, and then when I will get to that big green area, which is non-runnable forest, then I will go down to the control, and it will be much faster this way. So again, very easy to navigate this way, and I had no issues finding the control.
Sorry.
Here at control number 3, I was like a little bit unsure if it is my control, because there was this significant tree, or at least it looked like a significant tree to me, and I was like, is that my control? Anyways, it was. So I started looking at control number 4, how to get there. It was obvious that I have to go straight uphill, and I think there is just one reasonable choice, and that is to go to the left around this non-runnable forest, and then along the edge of the valley. You can also see that there is a clearing with a clear vegetation border, so I was running along that straight to control number 4. I think that was navigation wise, that was very easy. Now to control 5, I guess it's like obvious that I will not be going through the valleys and that I will go around. I think, or not I think, I was looking at the other runners advance or route choice, and I saw that I went too far around. You know, I could have gone to the volley already, like now. I could have been more to my right and down. I didn't have to go so far as I'm now, but you know, I'm not very skilled in this kind of area, and so I don't have that many experiences, and it was more I was more sure to go all around and just follow the edge. And then I also considered this path that is somewhere here, and you can see it in the map as well. So I then ran along this path here. It should be somewhere here. So that was from the navigation point of view, it was a little bit easier for me. There was this point somewhere here, maybe a little bit further. There is this valley starting on my right, so here I stopped because I wasn't 100% sure if it is the one I want to go in. So I was checking on the map. I was checking if the positioning of the valley here is the right or not. And I correctly decided that it's not the one and that it's the next one. So this is the right valley that I need to go. Of course, I lost a little bit of time, but at least I did make the right choice, and I'm glad that I didn't make the mistake here. Now here you can see that this camera, which is Hero 12, GoPro Hero 12, has also this sort of issue with distorting the image when you are in a darker place and with the branches. So I will probably get back to DJI Action 5. I like that one better. Here I was a little bit unsure where I am, but these big stones helped me, and then I saw this compulsory part that we had to run across the main road, so that was easy, let's say. But then when I was going to control number 6, I did make a mistake here. It's probably hard to explain, or it will be difficult for me to explain here. First I went along this path which is in this valley, but I started to climb from this road too early, and I think that was the main mistake. And then I was not able to really distinguish the vegetation and the vegetation boundaries and the clearing, the small clearings there, and I stopped too early in the climb, and I started to look around for the control, and I lost like 5 minutes there, so I suggest that you skip it because it's really long. And what actually helped me was the significant tree that is on top or over the top in that small erosion there, at the edge of the small erosion there, over control number 6. But you can speed it up now. It's 5 minutes. It doesn't make sense to wait. Tschüss. Piči, ty vole, jsem se ztratil. Ne, tak. Tak si musel přehlídnout někde. Šestka, 72. Odkud to?
Kurva, odkud já se musím hodně chytnout, to nevidím. Jestli jsem v tomhle hustníku, no. To je možný. Tamhle je cesta. Toto bude to údolí, kde je ten strom? Toto je ten strom. Sakra. Já jsem nemusel přehlídnout, ty vole. Já jsem šel kolem ní a přehlídnout jsem nic. Alebo jsem nedošel.
So maybe you saw, maybe not, that eventually that significant tree was a clear marker that helped me to, you know, find myself on the map. Now from this control I was, you know, I didn't even took the bearing. I just ran straight to this non-runnable forest and around it to control number 7. That was very easy. And now to control number 8, again, I think it was fairly easy control, although I did get lost a little bit when I was attacking the control or getting closer to the control. I think the map was not really correct there, or I don't know. I had a feeling that I was in the non-runnable forest, but actually I was already in that, you know, hatched area, in that sort of clearing. But the clearing didn't look like a clearing, it was more like a non-runnable forest already. So that's why I got lost there. And then when I got to the edge of the valley there, I finally found myself and readjusted and found a way to control number 8. To control number 9, I think there were two route choices, either going to the left around this non-runnable forest or going to the right along this valley and then from the right side of the non-runnable forest. I decided for the latter, and yeah, that's it. More or less it was good. At the end, when I was closing into control number 9, I got a little bit unsure there. The vegetation borders were not so clear to me there, and I started looking maybe too early for the control. I don't know, but yeah, I got there. So as you can see here, I started looking for the control number 9. A little bit too early, but I thought, okay, this looks like the end of this non-runnable forest. And then I saw the guy who I met at number 8. I think actually I met him already at number 6. He caught up on me there, I guess. And then, yeah, to control number 10, we were again crossing this main road, so that was sort of compulsory and very easy. Not sure what I'm looking at now. Anyway, out of the forest, along this meadow and across the road. That was the plan.
Sorry.
And then straight up the slope to control number 10. That was a funny control. So you can skip it now, and when I get closer I will start commenting. So here I'm closing in to control number 10. On my right side you can see this small valley, and as I was looking in the map, I figured that there is probably no good way through this valley to control number 10, and that I have to climb a little bit further, and then there is some kind of not a tunnel, but yes, sort of a tunnel which leads to control number 10 inside the rocks. So yeah, that was the plan to get there. Here the slope was very steep, and it was sort of slippery because it was wet, or it rained just before our race. Now I think I correctly turned to the right and through this tunnel. This lady behind me was going to the same control, so she sort of followed me, or I followed her at first. And now I expected the control to be here on the top, but it was actually inside, like a next tunnel. It was very narrow, so not an easy climb. So here I had to follow the tunnel to the top, and then on the top there was this large clearing, and there was this hatched area, which means there were a lot of branches, and so I decided to go around. When I saw that, I didn't go straight. That might have been a mistake. Now that I'm looking at the map, maybe it would have been better if I went a little bit further to that road, and then from that road, from the top to control number 11. But a race is a race. You think differently, and also here when I get to this valley, I saw that the cliffs were like big and deep, so I was like, man, how am I going to get to control 11? But actually I was not even close to control 11 at this point. So I thought that the control 11 will be somewhere around the corner, around this rock, but that's not the case. It was a little bit further, so I had to get through this small erosion, and then basically I thought, okay, I have to find another way down to the valley. And when I was going down, I basically bumped into my control. So that was a pleasant surprise, and yeah, nice. So from control number 11 to control number 12, I think now you can see that basically there is just one way, straight up through this valley to those two significant trees, and then I think the best way was to go around along the paths, but for some reason I decided to cut it through the forest, so I went a little bit more straight. I think that was not the best decision, I would have been faster along the paths. And then I will a little bit skip it when I get closer to control 12. So around this point, when I saw these cliffs on my right side along the path, I decided to go to get a bearing and go straight to control number 12. That worked out well. There is maybe slight vegetation boundary between this, slightly more greenish forest that is like a non-runnable forest. Honestly, for me, the boundary wasn't that, visible. But I had a good direction and I got to the control easily. Now, to control 13, I decided to go through this non-runnable forest to the path, and then I thought, okay, basically along the slope, let's say, if I will keep my, contour level, I should get to number 13. As you will see, it sort of worked out. There was also this, to me it looked like some sort of dirt wall, like a earth wall, let's say. You can see that there where I'm running, the ground is a little bit flatter, and then there starts the slope. So that was kind of some kind of line that I followed, and then I saw the control on my right, which was like, okay, I at this point I was again a little bit surprised that I'm there, because the vegetation was sort of misleading me, let's say. Now to control 14, I think I should have gone straight now, but for some reason I decided to go more to the left. Maybe I thought that I will go straight to control 14 at this point, but then when I got to the path, I decided to go around this non-runnable forest because I noticed that then there is also like a 90-degree path to this one that basically leads to control 14. So now you can skip to control 14. So yeah, here I am basically at the rocks. I wasn't sure if those are the rocks that I am looking for, but I saw someone going out of the rocks down there, so I thought maybe there is the control. And yeah, it was there. Here it was so steep that I basically slided on my ass down. I didn't know how to do it better. And then basically to control 15, that's the last control. So I went sort of straight to the road there, or path. Yeah, maybe could have been faster, I don't know. Here at this junction I got a little bit distracted by the number of paths around here, so I briefly stopped just to make sure that you know, I'm not doing any mistake, but then it was you know, I noticed that there is this bend of the road, so now I'm just looking for the, you know, junction, and I was anticipating sort of an opening. This was like the sun was sort of guiding me to this opening here. So yeah, here basically that's the last control. So except the big mistake to control 6, I think I ran and navigated pretty well. And although I did that big mistake, I still ended up second place. So I'm happy about it. I hope you enjoyed the recording. Have a good day, and hope you will join my next adventure again. Bye.
Takže malá pozávodní analýza. Na jedničku jsem šel dobře, po cestách kolem oplocenek. Pak tam byly takové, ne jámy, no, takové údolíčka, takové ty eroze. A tam jsem to trefil docela dobře, takže jsem byl spokojený. Na dvojku v podstatě napřímo na cestu a tam byl nějaký vývrat, to bylo v pohodě. Na trojku jsem šel spíš po cestě, oběh jsem si to tam, nešel jsem přímo a šel jsem spíš po cestě, abych nemusel mapovat, a pak tam vedla cesta přímo dolů k té kontrole, takže to bylo taky v pohodě. Na čtverku se šlo přes kopec, já jsem zase vyšlapal po té cestě okolo té po toho ústníku a pak potom rozhraní vlastně toho ústníku a toho údolí tam až k té kontrole. Na 5 jsem si to oběhl, to jsem šel zase zpátky kolem toho údolí. A takovou cestou jsem tam doběh. Sice jsem tam se zastavil v jednu chvíli, nebyl jsem si tím jistý, tam jsem něco ztratil, ale pak dolů po cestě, ale 6 jsem zdrbal, tu jsem prostě netrefil. Já si myslím, že jsem si ji nevšiml, že jsem moc brzo si myslel, že už jsem u ní, prostě jsem to tam neidentifikoval. Tam jsem ztratil několik minut, jako hodně, třeba 5, 7 klidně, protože jsem šel ještě dolů, nahoru, pak jsem ji přeběh, až jsem našel nějaký strom výrazný a od něho jsem se odpíchl konečně správně. Jo. Prostě jsem se tam nemohl najít v tom prostoru a když na 7 v pohodě, tam to bylo jednoduchý. Na 8 jsem se taky trochu ztratil, protože jsem ztratil směr v tom hustníku, ale ne moc, jako vlastně. Na 6 jsem to tak nějak jako vyběh zpátky kolem toho údolíčka a pak jsem se držel těch hustníků, toho rozhraní těch hustníků a tam byla nějaká rýha, takže to bylo OK. 10, tam se teda hodně škrábali, ale vyběhl jsem to dobře. Na 11 jsem trošku zbytečně obíhal tu pasekule. Ona byla zasekaná, ono to vlastně nebylo zase tak úplně blbé, akorát jsem se tam v jednom chvíli, jsem tu kontrolu čekal moc brzo, ne? Jsem to neodhadl dobře. Měl jsem jít ona byla až na konci toho údolí ten kámen. No a pak z 11 na 12 jsem šel v podstatě, vylezl jsem nahoru tím údolím k těm stromům a od těch stromů jsem to vzal šikmo k tomu hustníku a pak po cestě a pak jsem to tam tak nějak trefil, snažil jsem se najít ty porosty identifikovat a se mi povedlo. 13 dost obdobně, tam jsem se snažil podle toho, tam byla taková jako hrázka nebo něco takového, to tak vypadalo, že tam je taková nerovnost, tak od toho jsem si to jakoby nasměroval. Trošku jsem ji přeběh, ale vlastně jsem si ji všiml, takže dobrý. No, na 14 nakonec jsem proběhl tam to zasekané na cestu a oběhl jsem si celý ten hustník, protože přímo k té kontrole pak vedla cesta a to bylo jako podle mě orientačně velmi jednoduché. No a na 15 pak jako kolem a po cestě až do cíle. A sice jsem se tam trošku zastavil, protože jsem si nebyl jistý, jestli už tam nejsem, ale to bylo zbytečné docela. Takže no, až na tu 6 docela dobrý závod, myslím, že se mi to povedlo i mapově odmapovat dobře. Nebylo to tak těžké, jak jsem čekal, myslel jsem si, že nás víc pohodí těma skalama, takže ale dobrý, pohoda.